Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video, this time working in another marine computer. It's actually another 5.7 Indmar, this time coming from Wisconsin. Ben, this is your computer, and even the faults are almost the same as Manuel from Canada. Hopefully it's a successful repair as in Manuel. I have high hopes, hopefully, because I have just connected, but it's not even on or anything. So I'm just going to show you his notes. This is so you can see the computer connected. The part number on this one ends on 0215. It's a MEFI 4B, the same as Emmanuel. This is an Indmar as well, so we should be seeing probably the same calibration number. This one has a serial of 114009. This is a very unique Malibu or Indmar part number sticker. All right, let me get the information from Manuel in the screen. And this one, I'm not sure why I have that one. That one shows all the information. Perfect. All right, so this is, I always take a picture of the computer connected. So for my records and for the customer records. So we can see the notes and everything in there. I'm going to move it on to the next one. So this is a note that he put on the back. It says my ECM is causing all the injectors to stay open and flood the motor. This appears to be an intermittent issue. Sometimes the boat runs fine and sometimes not. Is this something you could fix? Does it sound like a ground issue? Thanks, Ben. And then I have this in here. And this is the note, the front page note that I always recommend all my customers to send. And please make sure that you sign the note, because I don't see Manuel's signature in here. Oh, sorry, not Manuel, Ben. Yep, it has a space. It says customer signature. Please sign right after, as you see right here on the right side of this note, right? What I'm hovering with that red arrow. Please make sure you sign that. It's very important for me. All right, so this is it. This is all I wanted to show you here. So let's connect. So let me power this up. Ooh, okay, I got the computer on, and it seems like it is shorted. Hopefully we were able to hear that, and sometimes it does not show here. I'm going to put the picoscope in the diagram. I'm going to go over to the diagram first. Let me power this up. Yeah, we can see, hopefully you can see it right there. Injector 2 is completely shorted. I'm going to put some measurement before we connect. So let me clean the signals a little bit. I always put a filter of 40 kilohertz to the signals so we can see less hash on those. I'm going to add measurements, maximum. Come on. This antivirus is slowing everything up in here, and I'm not sure why. Then low pulse width, another maximum, but this time on the trace B, and another minimum on trace B. That should be it. Let me brace this up. But yeah, we can see now the channel, the blue channel, the maximum is battery voltage. On the red channel, the maximum voltage is 133. So that is completely shorted. So I can see one side of your injectors completely shorted, Ben, but not the other side, at least not yet. It's very annoying beep in here. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I can. All right, so let's see if we can connect. It looks like it has communication. And then let's see. All right, this is a 5778 calibration. So this is a very different calibration than Manuel. Manuel was 4EDA. This is a 5778. So it's a different calibration from Indmar. It has 636 hours, but it has communication. We have one fault code in history, injector B open, and that is definitely when the one is completely shorted. So Ben, it looks like it's one bank of injector that is shorted. I still have to open the computer to see that, but let's see if it runs. I'm going to inject the signal. Yeah, we can see the other bank of injectors firing. I'm going to increase the RPM. Let me get one of the, at least a bit, so you can see. Yeah, you can see there. I'm going to try to go to like 600 RPMs. Yeah, we can see that bank A is not shorted, bank B is completely shorted. Look at the voltage in there. Right now we can see the pulse width on the the blue channel, A channel, is 2.4 milliseconds. The computer is looking for 2.3, so it is good, but we definitely have a shorted bank of injectors. So this is something that I know for sure that I can repair this. I mean, I still have to open, make sure there is not a hole through the board. That will be not repairable, but for the rest, it seems like it's working good. So I'm going to turn this off. We can see how the injector on bank A, now the voltage, the maximum voltage and the minimum are the same because it's not an activation. On the red channel, it's still reading low voltage. So it's completely shorted. And we can see it here. You see how the other light is off, but this one is a steady on. That's bank B of injector. I'm going to turn the ignition off to make sure that we got a fuel pump prime. That it was going to be here. So you can see how, well, you cannot see if we lost communication. So I'm going to let it lose the communication because I can see that on my screen, but not in yours. So let me just lose communication completely. And that is going to pop up probably on that pop-up. Yes, okay. So we lost communication. I'm going to establish again the communication and going to start like from scratch. Selecting MEFI 4 and then turn the ignition on. We can see the fuel pump. Let's see if it does a prime, and it does. So that is all good. So it seems like it's bank B. The one is shorted 100%. All right, so guys, let me open the computer app and see if this can be repaired, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, good news, another successful repair. As you can see right now, I have both bank of injectors working 100%. All right, so let me separate those. Well, you got the maximum and minimum readings in there, which is good, but let me separate the channel so we can see this better. And let me set up a trigger. What a trigger will do is we'll stop those from walking so much in the screen so we can see more detail on the signals to make sure that those are nice and clean, which you can now see. And now we can see how the maximum on both channels is the same and the minimum is very close, and we're looking for as closest as to ground as you can be. And I mean, 15.9 millivolts, that's perfect ground. So that is perfectly working computer now. Let me just turn the computer off one more time because you saw it when it was already running, I think. So you can see the fuel pump off. Let me run it one more time. And we can see those immediately working both, no longer any shorts in anything. I'm going to move one of the channels over to the coil firing so we can see how that coil firing now in the blue channel is more because it's going to fire 8 times, right, per one cylinder, right? So, 8 times per revolution of the engine because it's an 8 cylinders. But yeah, all that is nice and present in there. Working very, very clean. I'm going to increase the RPM. Let me put at least the RPM so you can see what we have now. Yes, you can see the RPM perfectly from there. So I'm going to increase the RPMs just to make sure that nothing gets into like a multi-strike or anything like that, on the injectors. Now we can see it's nice and clean. So yeah, the new drivers and everything, I had to completely repair the whole path. Everything was damaged. So this is definitely shorted injectors. Ben, I would recommend to either check your harness or make sure that you send your injectors to repair before you plug the computer. Because if those injectors or the harness is damaged, that can potentially damage the computer again. And now you can see that everything is working, no issues at all. It's fully tested, and that's all I can do, right? Because I cannot repair your boat. But yeah, the computer is fully operational. All right, so let me go back to idle again. $600, right? Yeah, we can see nice and clean. I'm going to turn it one more time off. Just say RPMs out. That we don't lose the communication, but you can see the fuel pump relay right here, right? As soon as I turn the computer back on, that comes on, which is a normal thing, and you can see both bank of injectors firing and being very nice and clean. All right, guys, I'm very happy to be able to really repair these computers because, as I mentioned, I don't think there's any other company in the world that will do this. And please, as a customer, don't request me to send you pictures of the repairs because it's not going to happen. I just got a customer requesting that, and I'm sorry, but I think that I'm giving you enough with showing you the before, where I reproduce your concerns, and after, where I show you the computer fully operational. No matter what, there is no other company that is going to show you what to repair or how to do it. That's not the reason of the business, right? I'm here to repair your computer, and I'm actually providing a more or even better service when I show you a video with where I reproduce your concerns and where the computer is completely fixed. Like that, there is no doubt that the repair took place because that's the way that I wanted to do it. But yes, showing you what it was repaired, showing you the parts that being repaired, that will be very, very dangerous for my business to pretty much put a rope in my neck for big companies to just send me a module for being repaired, and then, oh, this is how he does it. No, we don't no longer need that. I am not saying that I'm the only one that can do it, but I took hours, infinite hours on, removing components, back probing, reverse engineering the complete computer, understanding how each component works to be able to repair it. So if you have a facility and you want to take that time and you got the knowledge to do it, then go ahead, right? And then I would not be the only one, but not because I'm teaching you how to do it. And I hope that you all understand that. All right, so guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. If you're here, please don't forget to subscribe. When you subscribe, YouTube promotes more and more of my videos. That's how you find me, and it's for free. So thank you so much if you do so. And also, if you have any automotive or marine computers that you need to send to repairs, you will be on the best hands, no doubt about it. Check my reviews in Google. It's pretty much only 5 stars because of this same thing. I'm trying to show at most that your computer is definitely in the best hands, that I know what I'm doing. I can help you diagnose even in the vehicle from the distance because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 35 years, so this is not starting yesterday. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.